Alrighty. Sorry. Okay. Alright. Congrats on first, by the way. I've been okay. Lots of work has been sort of keeping me busy, but things have reached their end for now. So hopefully we get a bit of a break for now, just for a little while. We'll move from there. Hello. So today's plan is to be pushed around by West Point. I have no idea what I was doing last. Let's get that loot. I wish we could go for loot. Unfortunately, we're going to be doing a lot of defensive kind of gameplay. Well, offensive, seemingly offensive gameplay, but not. So it's defensive as much as it's going to seem like I'm killing a lot of zombies here in a bit. It's because you need to. I haven't really played very much Zomboid though over the week, so we'll see how this goes. I played a very small amount. Huh? No, respawn's not on, but it is times 16. You can't do times 16 with respawn on. It's just not feasible. It's just not. You'd go nowhere. Even if you had like, you'd need a lot of players in order to be able to do it. And even with a lot of players, there's no guarantee. Yeah, there'd be no progressing. You just stuck in the same spot forever. Very, very small progress. Like if you'd used fire, maybe you could get some progress, but it would be short lived. Because time 16 is like default respawn. When applied to time 16, you're looking at per area. It's like no, thank you. They're a person who's probably a bot. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna have you doing that. There you go. All right. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, I've got to kill this. There we are. Smoke on the water. Kind of. I just remembered I don't have a saw. That was one of the things that I was not lucky enough to find. We're gonna need to build up some branches, or I could chop bushes. If I get another chipstone, I'll chop bushes for a bit. Yeah, hopefully everybody's day's good. My day's okay. Work has been very taxing lately, like very, very much. My time and but that's okay. It happens, and this is the busiest, one of the busiest months for us. So it's a good thing in essence. Should be thankful. So, and I am thankful a little bit. But like I said, we're done now for now for a while. So I'm gonna be able to very much focus on streaming and spending time with Emma, and possibly starting up some multiplayer stuff that with some friends. I'm hoping. I've played a little bit on the multiplayer Minecraft stuff with some friends earlier today, which was really fun. But I'm also thinking about starting up a Minecrafty thing at some point. Just gonna pick the pack though and see. Good times with Minecraft. It's one of those things that you can kind of almost always go back to. 3 shotgun shells just chilling on the ground. It's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday! We can, we can do you a at least until somebody changes it. And change this to. Let's see. Oops, wrong thing. Why is it so weird? There we go. There. Lots of cats, really. You found some stray kitties. Oh, nifty. Hopefully they're getting well taken care of. And they have a home now. It's good to have cats like hang out and stuff. Discard. Much discard. Hey, well, I guess I want to get going before. There we go. There's lots of local cats. That seems nifty. We don't see much of that kind of wildlife frequently here because it very much will hide due to the weather. Weather's really cold. Strays probably do exist, especially during the summertime, but during the winter you would almost never see them because it's just way too cold. Not West Point again. Why? I like West Point. West Point's one of my favorite areas. Don't diss West Point. West Point citizens are the hardiest of citizens. Not the wall. No, I'm not doing the wall. Don't worry. It's not a wall. This is just a casual times 16, relaxing, often Helis with pinpoint hearing. It's just relaxing. Yeah, don't worry. It's not like super mega ultra try hard. I was taking a break from super mega ultra try hard stuff and just relaxing. This is a relaxed playthrough. I do plan to start up some like other ones that are more there we go. Are you gonna do two walls then? Not no. I don't intend on doing any walls in this playthrough. Not really. Like maybe for fun to build like just some, but not. It's not a serious like commitment like the CDDA wall run. It's funny that run was all. It was. Well, let's be fair. CDDA isn't hard when you've played for a very long time. It loses some of its difficulty. That's not unfair to say. CDDA is hard when you're first starting out because I mean it is fairly daunting. The whole start of it is difficult. Uh, I need to. Will that fit? Probably not. I need it to be less. How do I make it less? They shall be. I can remove. Let's see. I'm just looking on how I can simplify it. Possess largest amount of orange kitties. And then we just cut off this part here and there. Simplified. I use word wrap. Okay. There. Does that work? Okay. Hopefully you're pleased. Okay. Let's see. What am I doing now? Need to assess what I'm doing. All right. I think we get going. We're not going to be able to kill stuff for very long, but at least we'll be able to kill stuff for a bit. Go like that. You away. All right. Yeah, we won't have. We don't have very much time to kill stuff, but we'll kill some stuff. You think you left your food out when you got tired? You should check it. Make sure, because it's not good to eat food that's been left out for too long. It can, get go bad and Can be bad for you. Isn't good. Isn't good. Um. Well. hmm. Doesn't work so well in real life. Actually, it does. You can cut up some stuff. It just depends. Like probably a culinary expert, more than a medical person would be able to do something with it. Like depends on what it is though. So like for like cheeses, like wines, there's certain things that you can age that are fine if that sort of not exactly. It's weird. You'd want to kind of have combo of like certain folks just to make sure. At the end of the day, though, like I mean, in a scenario where you have a fridge full of rotten stuff, usually you just seal the fridge and get. You don't want to keep it around because that's just opening it is dangerous. I wouldn't wander around opening fridges in the apocalypse. That's not what would happen. Yeah, temperature, shelf life, exactly. All those things are important. Because if it's like this is like a standard day, like day temperature, like but if it was like that cryo winter run, I mean nothing would be there, you know? With all the rotten corpses. I mean, yeah. I'm interested to see what happens in the future with the all of the different elements that they're going to that you messed it up. Okay. That happens. Believe you me, I messed up my really good runs too. It's how it goes. Sometimes you have a really good run going, and then the end like appears. That's so hot. My God, 45°C. It's too hot. Okay. I like those kinds of things. They're interesting. Yeah, at cooking level 7 in the game, you're able to use rotten food, but I don't recommend it. There's no reason to usually. And you're kind of being risky if you keep rotten food around because if you accidentally eat that, then there's a problem. Yeah, I don't recommend keeping around rotten food. Has the spear always had such a fast attack speed? I mean, kind of. Like, the spear is one of those weapons that has just always been fairly good. Um, it is the best at clearing quantity based on the amount of them that you can make. So, like, if you're you get past the initial stages of the spear, of course, the initial stages of the spear make it almost unplayable. Kind of, you need to be able to keep crafting them, and but once you get to the later ends of durability, like your spear level is like higher and your maintenance is higher, they're one of the best. They are the best. Arguably, you can use stone axes and hunting knives at an equal sort of value, and katanas if you have a large amount of katanas. But like, not everybody has a large amount of katanas, nor um, has the There we go. But my favorite weapon is easily the hunting knife, without question. Mostly because I don't like to have to rest all the time, and then I just find it satisfying. So, but you can use any weapon. There's no bad weapons in the game at all. This isn't Minecraft. You're right, Alan. This is Project Zomboid. Doesn't mean I'm not thinking about Minecraft. It is on my mind. I gave a look at the pack you sent me, by the way, and that one seems interesting. Maybe. I'm gonna bring it up with other folks first and get their opinion. That's understandable. I mean, you get that itch once in a while, right? And I've been kind of feeling like it. It's one of those games you can always go back to. Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. So I've been playing Minecraft for so long that I've played it without mods for a considerable amount of time, as well as I've played it with a lot of mods. I'm very, very well versed in mods for Minecraft. But I'm also like one of those folks that can play it vanilla a little bit. I don't mind. It's just I do like the complexity of some of the mods, like the wiring and the different magics that you can experiment with, and it's very fun to experiment with those mods. Now it comes coupled with a lot of the mods making your character into basically an eldritch, or like, oh well, so some like Thaumcraft, you become an eldritch god, um, or stronger in some cases. But those systems are really fun to work with, and setting up the auto crafting and having everything sort of be, you just have to do the more complicated stuff. But yeah, the one that I was looking into was doing mine colonies, because it is very much build like your own settlement sort of thing, which is neat. I've done mine colonies, and I got fairly far in it at one point, but I never finished it. So it's one of those things that's on my to-do list. But obviously, it's good to comfortably be back playing the Zomboid. And beat Tower to 10 years. I don't think I could do it. Not unless I hold up somewhere and just sped up time. And then the million kills. I mean, it's on my list to get a million kills at some point, but it's like, it's one of those goals that's like, it took Lamprey almost a full year to do it. And Lamprey kills a lot faster than I do. So it would take me probably a similar, if not a little bit longer amount of time. Yeah, basically the world record is almost set in stone. I mean, Shivas and Gaz and Twist on Fire are maybe going to be able to get something going. They're in the 300, 400k range, right? But even that's like still off by quite a considerable margin. I'm really excited to put my document into something tangible that other folks can see. My document is something that people can see, but I opted against putting it on Reddit just because of how uh, it's very much pain on there. What? Oh, this one, the frog hat. This is craftable headgear. Um, it coincidentally also has a bunch of other cool hats that you can get. One of them's Lamprey's mask. But I like it's got like Bender, where is it? Chocobo, Chum Bucket Hat, Dallas from Payday, Doge, Dovahkiin, my frog hat, the mask from the mist, tons of masks and hats. Toddy's face. I'm glad Toddy's coming back and he's been playing some. I'm pretty sure it was Elden Ring. Is what I seen him playing. Remember. I'm glad he's back either way. But yeah, I just really like the frog hat. It's funny because when I very first seen this frog hat, I'm like, that would be amazing to get so that I could take a screenshot and send it to Emma. That was literally my first thought when I seen the hat. It's so cute. Just since then, it's just been kind of the hat that I enjoy to wear. Everything's been about the frogs. Rightly so, though. I'm gonna kill this one. Those three. Oh, by the way, I want to see if I'm right. I remember this from last time. 27th should be the helicopter. If I'm right, then I've got the helicopter timing nearly down. It only took me a handful of them to do it. I mean, I could look it up, but nah. It's cheeky zombie sneaking behind me. They definitely seem to like to reach all the way around you. See? Look at this. Hmm, nifty. But yeah, there's an exclamation point mods command if you want to see the other mods. There's a few of them. Most of them are cosmetic. Some of them are display. Die of 15 zombies? Oh, so stop going into bathrooms. You're making a mistake. You never need to go into a bathroom. Why are you going into the bathroom? You think you're gonna get good loot in there? Don't go into the bathroom. Stop going into bathrooms. That's not how you clear a house. What you do is to clear a house is you stand outside the house and you shout, right? And then you go around the house, make sure that everything's good, and then if the house seems good, then you can go inside, maybe. But yeah, don't go into the bathroom. You're looking for bandages. What for? Rip sheets or bandages? If you're playing the vanilla game, unless you're playing with something like disinfect or die or something like that, the you're overvaluing bandages. Bandages are not that important. You can use even a dirty sheet is fine. Regular infection does nothing. Adds a little bit of pain. That's all. Doesn't even change the amount of time it takes you to heal. But yeah, if you're trying to be stalked and then you die for it, then that's not worth for you. You shouldn't do that. Yeah, exactly. Instead, so it's you're trying to loot a house. Let's say, even if let's make it for argument's sake that you want to loot that bathroom. Shouting outside and make sure that you shout even indoors. You can shout a couple times to like lure the zombies. If there's more than two in the bathroom, they'll break down the door and they'll come out. So and you can fight them outside. You don't have to fight indoors. There's nothing that hamstrings you to fight the zombies inside. Not unless you're playing with like absolute super cryo winter where outside is bad, or like acid rain, or any of those kinds of mods, you know? If you're playing just a standard game, there's no reason to really worry about zombies being inside. I think I've only ever seen a handful of bathroom zombies, and they've never ever caused me problems. And it's the zombie that gets me usually is the flank zombie, or while I'm not paying attention. So like that zombie there would be the one that kind of gets me. Yeah. If you're not playing with disinfect or die, the infections don't do anything right now. As of build 41, they don't really do anything but add a little bit of pain. So, you know, it's fine. There's no real place that like, and it incentivizes you to through color coding to heal yourself. You know, you see the orange text on the dirty bandage, and you just immediately think that it's bad. It's not. It doesn't matter. Not unless you're, like I said, playing with disinfect or die. That's different though. Because if you're playing with mods, then chances are you already know how the base game goes, sort of. Or you had friends, or you found the base game not tantalizing enough, which is understandable. Some people need a little bit more, and I understand that. It's the same as Minecraft. Sometimes you just need a little bit more. That's 30. It's not enough. I need. But yeah, you can boil dirty rags to clean them. You can also clean them in fresh sinks and baths as well if you really want clean bandages. But you don't really need bandages. They're not a necessity. There's a priority setting. If you want to live a long time in Project Zomboid, there's a priority setting you do. So the priority setting is number 1, safety. Number 2, food. Number 3, knowing where your water sources are. Not necessarily constantly like panicking about water, because water is everywhere, but just know where your water sources are so you can hydrate yourself. Um, Once you've got those things down, so safety, food, and water, you go from there. Loot, bonus loot, training your skills, securing a base, or if you're a vagabond, you're like a van, kind of doing a vagrant style playthrough, like you're trying to move from play area to area, then you know There's a bunch of ways to play Zomboid. There's no real wrong way to play. But there are ways to live longer if you want to. And then it's just about practicing from there, fundamentals. Like right now, I'm feeding myself, right? So that we can be ready for the day. But also, I know that I'm going to need more than the amount of spears I currently have. So we'll eat the fish that I caught, and then we will need to get some more spears. I got a lead pipe, so I may use that as well. How many knives do I have? 3? Maybe I'll use a knife today as well. Gives me a little bit more of my day to work with. But yeah, the bathroom zombies are not the most dangerous zombies. The most dangerous zombie is the zombie that you do not see. The zombie that is behind a tree or on the other side of a corner or something like that. That's the zombie that's most dangerous. Because if you miss a zombie while you mistakenly let your guard down, zombie could come up and get you, no matter how fast they are. Sprinter, crawler, whatever it is. If they catch you when you're not on guard, it's all it takes is one scratch, right? But yeah, bathroom zombies are not that scary. It's not scary at all. And then should I be lowering the pop? I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. How do you make it easier without making it super easy? I mean, you'll allocate over time, especially. So the trick to like as you level your character, as your character lives longer, your character gets stronger, and you'll start to feel how strong your character gets, and sort of. So to make it a little bit easier, you could lower the pop, or you could practice. Practicing combat's good. The last stand accumulator mode is really good for practicing combat. Um, from there, it's kind of just you can just practice. It makes perfect, right? Or well, I mean, as much as that's boring to say, there are. It really is just the way that it is. Like you get to the point where you're not really that worrying about populations as much anymore, and you know your character's limits. And from there, it becomes more of a game about what do you enjoy in the game, and what are you going to do to keep your playthrough going for yourself. Um, or if you're playing with friends, how are you going to keep it interesting with your friends? Because it becomes less about specifically the base of Zomboid, and more about the bigger picture. So like for me right now, going to I'm past the point of being able to cap my skills or any of that stuff. So I can get these up eventually. My current goal will be to take down West Point. From there, I think I'm probably going to go to Muldrow. Because I haven't. I want to do that loop, like go and then circle back to. But by then, I hope Build 42 comes out. It's more of just a distraction, really. While I patiently wait for the Build 42. I think maybe if I'm lucky, I'll be able to take down West Point. But if not, then that's fine. We'll take down West Point and Build 42. Or another area, depending on if there are more spawns or, we'll see. We'll see what the build has to offer. But yeah, like you just said, simple game. Um, it's got a steep learning curve, kind of, but not really. The steepest part of the curve is getting over your character losses. You just expect to lose your characters. For me, I feel like my character's a goldfish. Yes, my character will live a long time. Maybe. Maybe she won't. But if she does live a long time, that's great. But goldfish, keep a separation between yourself and the character a little bit. Unless you're doing like RP and stuff, to which then there would already be a separation, kind of, because roleplay. Yeah, growing too attached to a single character isn't a good idea in Zomboid. You're gonna end up losing your character, and then you're gonna be disappointed, which is not a recipe for how the game. Like the game even warns you at the beginning. It's like your character's gonna die. It's gonna happen. It's okay. It's got to internalize that. That eventually it may come out of nowhere, and you won't know where it's gonna happen. Well, exactly. You just hit the nail on the head there, Keeper. A goldfish is a pet that can live like 10 years if you take care of it properly. What's the record for Zomboid characters? The record that I know of for, like, it may be unofficial, but is 10 years. So, and then there's 5 years, 6 years. And were those characters taken care of? Yes, they were. But their deaths came abruptly and out of nowhere. Nobody really would expect them to have happened. Mm-hmm. But yeah, goldfish or Tamagotchi mentality. Don't let the character, and then learn something from that character. Your character was alive for a while. You went on a journey with them. Take something away from it. Yeah, have a good sleep. They live more than 100 years. Could you imagine? Zomboid character lives for 100 years. I mean, it may happen at some point. There's some Minecraft worlds that exist, and then they come to light later, and people are like, "Wow," you know what I mean? Like, there's some hardcore worlds that have lasted many, many years, and people will bring them forward and be like, "Check out my hardcore world; it's really neat." I feel like that's kind of how Lamprey kind of came to Zomboid sort of in a way. Like, come check out, take a look at my cool run, and you know, same idea as those same Minecraft folks. And that's kind of how a lot of those kinds of things happen. Speedrunning communities change, and new members get added to different things. I like that kind of change. It's always fairly nice to see it. It's comfy. Hopefully, we can get over that chair. I'm thinking that it's not going to be possible yet, though. These three zombies in the way. 4, 5. Do I already have a level 1 electrical? I must. Yeah. The bar was going up too slowly to Finally, it broke. I was off by a day. I thought it would be the 27th. 1 second though. How many? It's two. I need to run away for a second. Because we've been fighting at basically moderate exertion for an eternity, is what it feels like. There we go. Solid. Here to you. Okay, let's head back to the house so that we can fish a little bit more so that I can gain a little bit more weight. Okay, heading back. Oh yeah, we're exerted. Do a small forage circle on the way back. Mm-hmm. How's our water doing? All right. Hmm? Come on, one big one, please. Hmm. Still not a big one. Hmm. Okay. 6. Good evening. Enjoy your lurk. Please. Nice. I should fish down here. That picks. Light this fire. Nope, rose. There we go. Water. What can I be doing today in game? I locked that? I did. Okay, good. I can't really be doing anything. I guess we just wait. We'll eat food and wait for the day to end so we can get back out tomorrow. Boring as that is. Foraging during the rain. I'm not keen on how this whole arrangement is. You're tired? You probably should sleep. Okay. I don't think this one's gonna last. Yeah. It can be brutal like that. I mean, sometimes. I suppose that's true. If you're working, then. But it may be part of their job to sleep. There are jobs in the emergency for services where it's vital that you sleep so that you're good to when an emergency arises. That's why they have like bunk beds and stuff in their establishments. That kind of stuff is always cool. Probably just normal though if you're around it all the time. Oh yeah. So the dogs are tiring you out then? I briefly forgot you had like a job that involved dogs. There we go. Alright, time to go. Put in some work on the zombies. And you've been having difficulty sleeping? I can understand that. It's tough to sleep sometimes. On-call work's very tough. Exactly. You barely have time to even sleep or rest. But that's why it said that in those fields, a lot of times there's sort of a sense of camaraderie, and everybody will. At least I'd like to believe that folks would be like, okay, you go sleep, I'll do this for a bit, you know, and then we'll switch. That way, people can get. Oh yeah, exactly. You play on your home phone for 12 hours, or laptop, or I know that there's some emergency service folks that do stream as well during the downtime, with disclaimers that it's like at any point they could just have to drop stream. I remember there being police officers that were doing that a little bit too. I wonder if they still do it. Probably. I don't see why they wouldn't. Because those boring days for them must be the worst. Sounds good. You enjoy your stoof. And I will gradually push back West Point. I don't expect that we'll be getting West Point back pushed back anytime soon, given that it's like bees over there right now. Yeah. Some folks are really good for that. From a tower crane? That seems kind of tough. There's certain jobs though that you just one they don't want you to you wouldn't want um they wouldn't want you to stream.